Hello everyone, Rachel Easton, the Education Director for Harper Wildwatch here, and I am so excited that I actually need my sunglasses right now because it is November 2nd and we don't often get gorgeous sunshine like this. So although the sun is setting, look at what a beautiful day it is. And I'm here because I just had to check and see if there were any chum salmon yet in Donkey Creek. So this is the mouth of the creek where I've seen exactly one female chum salmon. So let's go up and see if we can see her. Chum salmon are the major salmon species within this creek, but it does also support coho and occasional cutthroat. And between now and mid-December is when the chum salmon will begin returning to spawn. So this is a little bit early for this creek. Typically, the salmon are coming up about November 12th or 15th or so. And this is a really great spot to view them because of the bridge that's here. So we get the opportunity to be undercover and out of the rain and the weather. I always say it's good salmon weather this time of year. Not so great for other people. But there was a female chum salmon that was sort of milling about right here. Oh, there's a squirrel on the opposite bank. Probably not what I was anticipating to see here. You can tell the tide is going out because the level of the stream is dropping here. Underneath the bridge, as the tide goes out, it's going to kind of lower the water level. And oftentimes the salmon will wait for the high tide in order to just swim easily through this. If our fish were to swim up now, they would be, their bellies would be dragging on the ground here. This area on the high tide will reach all the way across the opposite bank here and touch those lower boards to give you some perspective on the tidal change and how that affects this environment. And you can actually tell that there's saltwater intrusion this far because of that sea lettuce algae that is growing on the rocks. That's a hollow tube-like green seaweed called Ulva intestinalis, or sea lettuce, and it grows only in saltwater. There's also some barnacles. You can kind of see the barnacles on the rocks there. That's another clue that this is a place that gets saltwater because barnacles don't live in freshwater. There's a good amount of mixing that happens here though with the tides and the flow of the creek. Often the creek water will kind of sit on the top and the saltwater will come up underneath until a few tidal cycles have gone through, and then it really gets a lot more thoroughly mixed. And I don't know where that female salmon went. Of course, as soon as we start looking for her, she's gonna hide. But I could tell it was a female because of the coloration and the shape of her head. Salmon undergo a really fantastic transformation as a part of their spawning life cycle. The males will get a big humped back and grow really large teeth. And in chum salmon, especially, they get called dog salmon because of the size of those teeth. Their nose gets really hooked and the jaws no longer close together. And that hook nose is what gives the genus of all Pacific salmon, Oncorhynchus. It really means hooked nose. But I could tell that it was a female because she had a nice dark bar along her side, which is kind of the main key characteristic for telling males and females. The males have kind of purpley maroon splotches along their sides. So really exciting to see a fish already in the creek so early. And we'll probably see more and more as the time goes on. But thanks for tuning in with us. We'll try to do more of these peeks into the creek more often as the salmon are kind of gathering and moving upstream. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Make sure you're following us on our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Thanks, everybody.